It is Tomlin Tuesday in Steelers Nation, and today the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers took the podium to answer questions, give Steelers injury updates, and he provided a very interesting answer to the Steelers quarterback situation right now. Welcome into Steelers Talk. I'm your host, Jack Sperry. I'm going to be sharing all of my biggest takeaways from Mike Tomlin's Week 4 press conference here today. But before we get things going, make sure you go give us a follow on our official Steelers Talk Instagram page. We put out our daily shorts on there every single day. Know Your Foes, Whiteboard Wednesdays, all that great stuff. If you want daily and free Steelers content outside of this YouTube channel, you can go on Instagram right now and find us at @SteelersCS. And then earlier today, Mike Tomlin took the podium, and I was giving updates throughout the entire time live on my Twitter. So if you guys want those live Steelers updates, whenever injury news breaks, all that stuff, my instant reaction to stuff, you guys can find me on X at Jack_Sperry. Appreciate everybody that supports me and supports the channel by following us on social. So the first thing to discuss on today's show is Mike Tomlin's answer as to what the latest is on the quarterback situation, because it sounds like Russell Wilson is getting better and better every week. Justin Fields, of course, is sitting at 3-0 as the starting quarterback to start the 2024 campaign. Now, when the depth chart was released, the first unofficial depth chart of the week, Russ is still listed as the QB1 on that depth chart. All right, so that is telling that Mike Tomlin has not named Justin Fields the starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers full-time, at least not yet. And Tomlin did say that Russell Wilson is going to be limited once again to start this week. Now, his tone at the podium today was a little bit more optimistic that Russ could potentially work his way back onto the field this week. But honestly, it still sounds like the initial plan here is that Justin Fields is going to be in line to start once again here in Week 4. But that's because of the injury designation for Russell Wilson, not because Justin Fields has been named the full-time starter. And when asked about it, Tomlin said it's quote-unquote unnecessary to name Justin Fields the full-time starter at this juncture. This is what he had to say about not naming Fields QB1 at this point. Because there's no need. When Russ gets to an appropriate level of health and I have a decision to make, I'll make it. No question, Justin has played well. That's exciting for him and for us. Now, with him keeping Russ at QB1 and the fact that he's leaving the door open for a return for Russ and not naming Justin Fields the full-time starter, it certainly feels like, it's definitely giving off the vibe that at this point in time, if Russell Wilson is cleared to play versus the Indianapolis Colts, he's going to be in line to start this week and be this team's QB1, not Justin Fields. Now, we'll see what Tomlin decides when that decision needs to be made. But you guys know, man, I would start Justin Fields no matter what. I dedicated pretty much the entire video yesterday talking about the reasons why I think Justin Fields has earned that QB1 status here with the Pittsburgh Steelers, at least for now. So the fact that Mike Tomlin still seems unsure about Justin Fields and naming him that full-time starter might definitely point to Russell Wilson still being in the driver's seat, at least to this point. But I'll say this right now, guys. If everything goes the way that it's looking this week and Russ will not play in Week 4, Fields will get another start, and Russ will be out with injury once again. If Fields wins this week and he doesn't have a big regression game here and loses this game against the Colts and the Steelers are sitting at 4-0, you can't take him out, all right? You've got pretty much a quarter of the season at that point without losing a football game with a certain quarterback. You can't just change directions after 4 straight games of Justin Fields and this team having success. So listen, man, if Fields gets the start this week, and it sounds like he's on track to, and he gets the win, he's going to lock up that QB1 job. You can take that to the bank. So let me know down there in the comments section, if Russ is healthy this week, who should be the starter? Type RW if you think Russell Wilson should get the start, or type JF if you think Fields has done enough to be the full-time starter here in Pittsburgh. This is going to be the pinned comment on today's show, so YouTube's going to throw you an ad break here in just a couple of seconds. When that happens, take advantage of that time by answering today's pinned question. So coming up here on Steelers Talk, all the latest injury updates. We got a lot of injury updates today, guys, so don't go anywhere. But before I get into the injury updates here, let's have a word from our brand new sponsor here on Steelers Talk, Public Rec. We are welcoming a brand new sponsor here on Steelers Talk, and it is Public Rec. And let me tell you guys, these guys are the real deals. And let's be real here, folks. Wearing pants suck. Who decided that this stiff, uncomfortable fabric that is in so many of these dress pants, digging into your family jewels all the time, is the only way that you can go out and look put together? Well, I'm here to tell you guys that those days are finally over. Public Rec has developed the revolutionary Daymaker pant that feels as comfortable as sweatpants, but looks and fit like tailored pants. They're super stretchy and made with an elastic waistband, but you can wear them absolutely anywhere. Wear them lounging around the house eating Cheetos or on football Sundays with the boys. You can even wear them on that first date and no one will know that you're wearing sweats. You can finally have indoor comfort with outdoor style by wearing Public Rec's Daymaker pants for a limited time only. Our listeners get 20% off their entire order when you use code CHAT at publicrec.com. That's 20% off your order at publicrec.com with promo code CHAT. Now, let me tell you guys about Public Rec, okay? Because that's more than just pants, okay? They got shirts, they got polos, they got all these different things on their website. I'm wearing one of their shirts right now, guys, and let me tell you, ever since that we brought Public Rec on here and I've been trying out their products, these are the most comfortable products I have ever worn. This shirt is so breathable. It's so soft. I can wear it anywhere. It's absolutely fantastic. The pants that we talked about, the Daybreaker pants, come in 10 colorways, so you can get a bunch of them. You can wear these types of pants every single day. You can have a pair of pants for every single day of the week. Plus, what's big for me, guys, with pants in particular, I'm very tall and skinny, so I need customizable pant sizes, and Public Rec is one of those companies, one of those rare companies that provides that customization when it comes to the pants. It's perfect for me. It's going to be perfect for you. Stop the suffering in regular pants today. For a limited time only, our listeners get 20% off when you use our code CHAT at checkout. That's 20% off with the code CHAT at publicrec.com. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Say goodbye to pants that put up a fight, because when comfort meets style, you found Public Rec. Now that we're back here, let's talk about Mike DeFavo's injury update on Alex Higsmith that was released just before Mike Tomlin's press conference today, saying that Steelers edge rusher Alex Higsmith is expected to be sidelined, quote-unquote, a couple of weeks with a groin injury per team source. Now, I do think that this could be worse, all right? It's going to be a couple weeks, and obviously you want a guy like Alex Higsmith out there. He's an awesome player, but the fact that the Steelers have so much good depth at outside linebacker this year, not only do you have Nick Herbig that's going to step in as the interim starter here, but DeMarvin Leal also has the versatility to play outside linebacker in a rotational role. Also wouldn't be super surprised if the Steelers bring in an outside linebacker of some sorts in free agency here. I guess we'll have to see what Omar Khan and Mike Tomlin decide on that. But this could certainly be worse. You're going to have Highsmith back probably at least by midseason here, and hopefully he can stay healthy for the remainder of the 2024 campaign after that. So get well soon, Smitty. We're here with you, man. You never know which Steelers players watch this show, man. So if you want to show Smitty some love today and you want to wish him a full and speedy recovery, spam those 56s down there in the comments section. You guys know how much I love Alex Higsmith as a player. I think he's one of the more underrated defensive players in football, but certainly nice to have a guy like Nick Herbig, who had 2 sacks last week against the Chargers, as somebody that can step in that role. All right, now let's talk about Najee Harris, who was wearing a sling at the facility yesterday. There was some concern about him after a bruising game against the Los Angeles Chargers in Week 3, but Mike Tomlin says he's going to be ready to quote-unquote rock and roll in Week 4 versus the Colts. No limitations on him heading into the week. Then Isaac Seumalo, who has not played so far in 2024. He had that pec injury just before Week 1. He could potentially return this week. He's going to start the week most likely as a limited participant, is what Mike said today. But as the week goes on, his participation level could go up, and if it does go up, he's going to have a chance to play on Sunday in Indianapolis. And then another one that was kind of a weird update here. Jaylen Warren is listed as questionable, or at least Tomlin said he was questionable to play this week against the Colts. He says it's not a tweak of that hamstring injury that he had in the preseason. It's a different injury. He didn't specify which body part or what kind of injury it was, but he said that he pulled Warren from the game because he was limping a bit, and that he is going to be questionable to play this week against the Colts. So you got to hope Jaylen Warren is okay, because he does provide some splash, some much-needed splash for this Steelers offense when he's healthy. And some bad news on Corey Trice Jr. I mean, this guy just has some really bad luck with injuries, man. Of course, missed his entire rookie season last year with a full-blown ACL tear. Now he's going to be out this week for sure with a hamstring. Hopefully he can come back healthy relatively soon here so that he can have a very impressive sophomore campaign in totality. Then he also gave an update on Roman Wilson, why he didn't get a helmet in Week 3 versus the Chargers, and pretty much what Tomlin said is that Roman Wilson's not ready, and he, especially because, He's a rookie. He doesn't have any NFL experience, and he has to pretty much get on a moving train. Is the term that Mike Tomlin used, right? This train is already rolling. Roman Wilson hasn't really been on that train since he got hurt in the first couple plays of padded practice in Latrobe, right? So he's starting to get back up to speed here. I am interested to see if he's going to get a helmet this week and if he impresses the coaches enough. But it's definitely starting to feel like Roman is just not ready to play. Either he doesn't have the verbiage down, he doesn't have the playbook down, he's just not physically ready to play. Maybe he's not in the condition to play an NFL football game right now. Really hope that he can get back healthy right now. Even though Calvin Austin III and Scotty Miller were impressive in Week 3 versus the Chargers, not to mention George Pickens' contributions, I do want to see Roman Wilson out there to see what he can do this season. And then also Corliss Waitman, the new punter here, got some love. And the fact that the Steelers got this guy for free after Cameron Johnson had that really unfortunate injury in Week 1, is really a good thing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. This could have been a disaster. This could have been a rotating room of punters, of guys that just can't get it down the field. But Corliss has done a really good job. Mike Tomlin showed his appreciation for the punter in his press conference today, so it's nice to see Corliss get some love from the head coach. Now, we do have a new Tomlinism of the day here, Coop. And today it was, we don't carry rabbit's foots in our pockets. And this was in reference to a question about the defensive dominance that the Steelers have had, particularly on the pass rush. And pretty much his answer was, listen, man, we don't rely on luck, all right? We put in the work. We go out, we take the bull by the horns, and we go out and make our own destiny. We don't try to rely on luck, so that's what he's referring to here. I kind of like this one, Coop. I'm not going to lie. So grade this week's Tomlinism. We don't carry rabbit's foots in our pockets, A, B, C, D, or F. Me personally, man, I kind of like this one. I'm going to give this one an A- for Mike. I kind of like this one, and this one might be sticking around for a while for me. All right, make sure you guys click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Really do appreciate your guys' support. Tomorrow, we're going to be probably putting out 2 Steelers videos. We're going to have for sure the preview video versus the Indianapolis Colts. We'll put that out, and then we'll probably have another news and rumors segment for you tomorrow as well. So make sure you click that subscribe button. Again, Steelers Talk Live is on Thursday this week, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss that either. It's going to be my birthday celebration. My birthday is on Friday. So I appreciate all the happy birthday wishes, guys. I appreciate all of your guys' support. And until tomorrow, here we go, Steelers.